Welcome everybody. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dominique and today I will be guiding you through a Pilates sculpt class. Today's class will focus on the posture, so we will be doing some movements that strengthen the back, triceps, shoulders, and chest. We will use weighted bangles. I have chosen 2-pound bala bangles, and you can use whatever brand that you like, and I recommend anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds. If you do not have weighted bangles, then you can do this with body weight as well. Take a few moments and grab your wrist weights. We will start in a standing position towards the front of our mat. So as you arrive, as always, we'll just take a few moments to focus on our breath and to connect. So integrity through the spine, feet are planted into the earth and arms alongside the body. You can always bring your hands to the navel space or one hand to the chest and the other to the navel space to help cultivate that mind-body connection, whatever works best for you today. And as you start to settle into space, notice your breath. The awareness comes to the inhales and the exhales. Then wherever you are in your breath cycle, empty the breath completely. Together we inhale through the nose, open mouth, sigh, release. Again, inhale, fill up deep through the nose, open mouth, sigh, release. Last one, big inhale here. Exhale, let that go. Find a natural cadence with the breath, and then a quick scan of the body, starting at the crown of the head, going all the way down the face, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the back, torso, all the way down through the legs. Take inventory and notice. And then we'll do that one more time. Quick body scan all the way down. Really connect, feel, be present. And if your eyes found their way closed, begin to open them up. Now find a stance to where your feet are underneath your hips and there's a little bit of a bend in the knees, enough so that the lower body is activated and perhaps you start to squeeze a little bit through the glutes to find that glute activation. Ribs will knit in, so your core is working, core is strong, solid foundation here. Then we'll inhale, lift the arms overhead, palms face forward. As you exhale, bend through the elbows. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale and bend. Keep breathing and moving here. The arms might be going on a little bit of a diagonal because of your standing position, and that's perfectly okay. As long as you feel the heat start to build in the shoulders, then you are in the correct position. We keep moving and keep breathing here. Find a focal point. Exhale as you bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale to bend. We have a few more here. The heat is starting to build in the shoulders and the glutes. Last two. Last one here. We hold on the bend, then start to bring the forearms towards one another. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So we're mimicking a chest press here. And as the arms open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So there will be a back activation here in the opening position, and then a little bit of chest activation as you close. Slow and controlled movements. And check in with your neck. Make sure you have a neutral positioning of your neck. Weight is slightly in the heels, but you're definitely grounded through all 4 corners of the feet. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. So the forearms come together. Extend the arms straight in front of you. You have palms towards one another. Inhale, open your right arm over towards the right, slight twist. Think from bra line up. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, little twist here. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Really connect to the body. You can close your eyes to really try to embody the movement here. So a little bit of oblique work as we twist and open. The shoulders are definitely working here as well. And each time you open, a little bit of squeeze through the upper back and close. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, and then we go right to the other side. So we inhale, open up to the left. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, check in with your core. Make sure the ribs still knit in. Exhale, close. Keep breathing, keep moving. The twist comes from the thoracic spine. You can bring that imagery of the bra line and then twisting from the bra line up. Lots of heat definitely building in the shoulders. Embrace the shakes. Give me just a few more. Last 3. Last 2. And last 1 here. We'll drop the arms alongside the body, come all the way up to standing, give it a little shake. And this time we'll go into more of a chair variation. So there will be a bigger bend through the knees as you sit the glutes back, knit the ribs in. Now there's a lot of engagement through the glutes. This time the weight will be even more shifted into the heels, so much so that you could wiggle the toes. Then we inhale, lift the arms overhead. Palms are towards one another when the arms are overhead. As you exhale, flip the palms so they start to face towards the ceiling as the arms sweep back. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, flip the palms up and sweep them back. Inhale, arms overhead, palms face towards one another. Exhale, sweep the palms back. Keep breathing. Find your focal point to help with your stability here. There's a lot going on. Total body is working. Check in with the neck. Make sure there's a neutral sway of the neck. Also check in with the low spine and the pelvis. Make sure that's neutral as well. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to release. We have a few more just like this. Last 3 here. Sit the booty back, see if you can sink an inch deeper. Last 2. On this last one, we will keep the arms back, palms up towards the ceiling, and we have a little pulse up. Keep pressing up and back. Breathe. Strong core. We're about halfway through here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and squeeze. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. This time, little inch up, little inch up, little inch up. Keep breathing. Keep moving. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms down so the hands are perpendicular to the earth. Hug the arms in towards the side of the body, and then lift and hinge at the elbows so that they tuck in line with your hips. Now we have a tricep press back, so you'll press the hands up towards the ceiling and release back to neutral. Press the hands back and release. Keep moving here. I'm sure there might be a little bit of a shake through the legs. Glutes are definitely working. Mine are on fire. See if you can sink another inch deeper. Sometimes as we're moving the upper body, we start to stand up a little bit straighter. So just make sure you still have that nice, generous bend through the knees. Just a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold and squeeze. Then release, forward fold. You can bend one knee as you straighten the other, and then move to the other side, a little break here. You can also take a round of cleansing breath with an inhale through the nose and an exhale out the mouth. Then find stillness with the legs. Hands plant on the earth. Step one foot back and then the other for a plank pose. Press up and away from the mat, separate the shoulder blades, neutral neck, squeeze through the glutes. Lift the kneecaps to engage the quads. We hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, yes you can, 6, 5, 4, everything is working, 3, 2, on 1, bring the knees to the earth, keep the hands where they are. Hands will stay planted, arms stay straight. So we'll move into a sternum drop. So you'll lower and you'll feel your shoulders pop up and out, then press up and find a little bit of a dome through the back. So we'll lower down, then press up. Make sure your ribs are still knitting in and that your core is engaged. Lower down, exhale to press. So I often notice that the hardest thing in this move is to try to keep the arms straight. That is key. So no bend through the elbows as you drop. Little movement, but it's doing so much. We have just a few more here. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more. Left hand stays planted. Inhale, lift right hand up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, thread the needle, but keep right shoulder off the earth. There's a little bit of a bend through your left elbow. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. So as you move, your eyes will track your right hand. That'll help keep your neck and your spine in the proper alignment. Working on our twist here. Core is still engaged. Obliques are working especially as we lift the weight of the right arm up. A few more here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Then we all come back up to neutral. Right hand plants. Extend left foot back. Point through the toes. Extend right arm forward. We lift up into a sunbird and lower. Knit the ribs in. Lift and lower. Press up and away from the mat. Lift and lower. Strong core here. Check in with the pelvis. Make sure you're not swaying and you're in a neutral position. Exhale as you lift. We're more than halfway through here. Neutral neck. Weight is in the center line of the mat. We have 3, 2. On 1, we hold up, hold and breathe. Point through the toes. Think energy beaming all the way through from the toes, through the leg, through the spine, out through the arm and the fingertips. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee and hand down. Then we'll start to slither forward onto our belly to prepare for a Cobra pose. So hands will be underneath the shoulders, squeeze through the glutes, point through the toes, quads are engaged, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale to exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift up for Cobra. You can keep your hands planted or you can hover them off the mat and then lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep flowing here. We're halfway through. Lower body is still working even though it's stable and glued to the mat. Give me 3 more. Last 2 here. Last 1 and we hold. If your arms are lifted, extend them back, flip the palms up towards the ceiling and find a little pulse. We hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands underneath the shoulders, lower down, and then bring one ear to the mat. You can lower the forearms onto the mat, bend at the knees, find a windshield wiper of the legs left and right. Take a moment here. Then release the tops of the feet to the earth, hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up into a plank, press up and away from the mat. We hold here in our plank, squeeze through the glutes, lift the kneecaps, neutral neck, separate the shoulder blades. We're still breathing for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees to the earth, straight arms. We have our sternum drop. We inhale, lower down, exhale, press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. Really try to keep the arms as straight as you can. Core is still engaged. Neutral neck. We only have a few more. Last 3. Last 2. 1 more here. Right hand stays planted this time. Inhale, lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, slight bend through your right elbow. Inhale, lift, gaze tracks left hand. Exhale, thread. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Keep moving, keep breathing. It's amazing how just a little bit of extra added weight to the wrist can really intensify thread the needle. I notice a lot more oblique engagement with the added weight. We're more than halfway through on this side. We have a few more here. Last 3. Last two. Last one here. After you thread, lift yourself up, place left hand down, extend your right foot back, point through the toes, extend left arm forward, inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Make sure your core is still engaged, ribs are still knitting in. Weight is to the center of the line, so your stability is definitely being challenged here. Core is really working. Neutral neck, neutral pelvis. We're about halfway through here. Find your focal point to help with your stability. We have a few more. Last three. Last two. On one, we hold and breathe. Again, bring that imagery of the energy beaming all the way through the pointed toes, the legs, all the way through the spine, out the arms and the fingers for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hand, lower the knee, shift the hips forward, lower yourself down onto your belly. We have another round of Cobra. So if your hands were planted on the first round and you want to try lifting them, you can go ahead and do so. Forehead comes to the mat. Core is still engaged here. It's still working. Squeeze through the glutes, activate the hamstrings, lift the kneecaps. We inhale to exhale. Inhale. On your exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep breathing here. It's not a big movement. Try to keep your eyes and neck in line. We're about halfway through on this side. It's easy to want to look up in Cobra. I do the same thing, but try to just track the gaze of the mat. Imagine there's a line, so as your spine lifts, your gaze lifts with the spine. We have our last 3 here. Last 2. On this last one, we hold. If arms are lifted, bring them back, flip the palms up towards the ceiling. We pulse and lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands under the shoulders, lower the arms down to the earth. One ear on the mat, bend through the knees. Find a windshield wiper left and right. Another round of breath here. Then release the tops of the feet to the earth and then tuck the toes. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We press up into a plank. We hold for 10. 9, squeeze the glutes. 8, press up and away from the mat. 7, 6, 5, 4, neutral neck. 3, 2, 1, knees to the earth. This time sit back, child's pose. You can keep your arms overhead for a traditional child's pose, or you can walk the hands back towards the heels for an embryo if you need to release some tension in the shoulders. It's your choice, whichever variation you would like to take. And then we'll just take a few moments to breathe here. Last couple of breaths. And then slowly begin to press yourself up. We'll sit on the heels, bring the torso up, and then go ahead and remove your wrist weights. We'll move into a few stretches. And then once your wrist weights are removed, interlace the hands, the low back, roll shoulders up and down the back. Find space through the chest and the front of the shoulders. You can stay here if this is enough for you, or you can go ahead and fold over the legs and bring the hand packet up behind you towards the ceiling. Continue to breathe. One more full round of breath. And if your folded hand packet comes to the low back, as you lift and we all meet where we started. We'll move through a few tricep stretches. So we'll release the hands. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. We start on left side. Bend at left elbow. Left hand comes to the upper back. Breathe here. And then as you release, right hand comes down to the earth, left hand overhead, and then rock the hips over towards the left. So you have equal and opposite energy of hands and legs over towards the right and torso and hips over towards the left. Then we lift back up. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Tricep stretch, other side this time. Bend at right elbow, right hand to the upper back. Breathe here. And as you release, left hand to the earth, right hand overhead, rock the hips over towards the right. We have that equal and opposite energy again. Open up through right side body. Then we'll slowly release, wrap the legs around to one side or the other for a simple seat, and we'll move through just a simple seated twist. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, twist over towards the right, integrity through the spine. Left hand to right knee, right hand on the earth behind, gaze beyond right shoulder. Slowly release, let that go. We move to the other side. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, integrity through the spine as we twist other direction. Right hand to left knee, left hand on the earth behind, gaze beyond left shoulder. Slowly release, let that go. We'll move through a little bit of a lower body stretch. So we'll release, feet planted on the earth, and go ahead and bring your right leg. So you're in a figure four shape. And then you can scoot your glute as close to the left heel as you would like for a little bit more of a stretch. Make sure you flex through your right foot, and you can stay still or rock left and right. And then to come out of that, just push yourself back, release the leg, move to the other side, and take it where you need. Just a couple more breaths here. And then we'll go ahead and release that stretch. And you are done with your workout for today. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you soon. Have a great day.